Back here on the MLB pregame show, Matt Vasgersian getting you set for the finale of this three-game set. That'll come your way in mere moments, but first we'll take a look at the Topps Player Spotlight. Jordan Knodler will be in the glow, and what a dominant performance he put together in his last start. He had opposing batters off balance throughout and racked up a boatload of strikeouts.
Yeah, he just looked like he was really in control out there. And, you know, sometimes you can tell a guy is going to dominate from the moment he sets foot on the rubber. They just exude confidence, and their body language kind of says, "You ain't touching me today." That's what I saw in him. And even though I was a hitter in my career, it was really fun to watch him make those other guys look silly. We'll see if he's still in top shape in this matchup here today.
All right, lineups and first pitch are coming up next. Stay tuned for that right here on the show. Afternoon baseball now on a fine Sunday from Kauffman Stadium in Kansas City. Today it's the rubber match of this three-game series between the Cleveland Indians and the Kansas City Royals. Should see some great battles out of these two next on the show. With that, here's a look at Terry Francona's Tribe starting nine. Who do you have your eye on, EK?
Well, Matt, keep an eye on that number 2 spot. He's been on an absolute tear lately, hitting over 500 in his last 10 ball games. The baseball must look like a beach ball to him right now at the plate.
Chris Medlin will be the starter for the Royals in this one. EK, what's the word on him?
Well, guys, he's having a very nice season so far. You look at that ERA in the low 2s, looking to continue that trend.
Here now's the center fielder Lorenzo Cain to get us started in the bottom half of the first.
Number 6, Lorenzo Cain.
Called a strike on the outer half, 0-1. Eric, this Indians ball club, as they begin play here this afternoon, they come in trying to rebound after a loss that snapped a modest 3-game winning streak.
And on top of that, they've already spotted their starter an early lead in this one, so they're going to let their guy work with the lead right away.
Here we go, guys.
Swing and a miss, and he's in control, 0-2. One of the things that makes him so tough to hit, the ability to put his pitches right on the black.
Yeah, I mean, you watch the catcher's glove on some of these, and it literally does not move. That's how good his stuff is.
Line drive to left. Coming on is Brantley, but he won't get there. It's a base hit.
Oh, that's just a nice play out there in the corner. You know, with most guys, this is a sure double. But he might even have hit this ball a little too hard because they can get it back into the infield quickly, and that's going to hold him to just a single.
Paulo Orlando will dig in now, and as you can see, he's right up there in the American League batting race, currently second entering play.
And he has a top 5 slugging percentage as well, so there's a lot of extra base hits to go along with that stellar average.
Sinker to open the AB in there for strike 1. And a look there at the American League leaders in that batting race.
Let's turn it now.
Here's the 0-1. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
And sometimes you got to cut down a little stride against a guy who's throwing this hard. Either you take that leg kick completely out of the equation, or you get it started just a little bit quicker.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Chopped foul at the plate, and he stays alive, still 0-2. And this one's chopped foul right at home plate. Here it comes on 0-2. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball, 1 gone. And with that, here's a look at the hometown Royals starting lineup card. Who stands out to you, EK?
You know, they're getting a lot of production out of that number 2 hole right now. He's got his slugging percentage up over 650 coming into this one, so he's a huge threat offensively. Watch for him to drive the ball with authority if he gets something good to hit.
Get ahead, stay ahead now.
He's set. Here it comes. There goes the runner. Pitch misses low. The throw down. And that'll be in time as a perfect strike to second from Navarro gets his man.
And I think they're going to set the tone early that they want to be aggressive on the base paths, but this stolen base attempt just doesn't pan out.
Swing and a miss for strike one.
Hey, 2 out.
Just really free and easy out there in this first inning. He threw that ball right by him.
2 out, nobody on. Hit on the ground to short. Lindor scoops it up. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Nothing doing for the Royals. They trail this one 1-0. Eric Hosmer will stand in now. 0 for 4 in that day game yesterday.
Well, that was a rough one yesterday, but he's still hitting over 300 in his last 10 games.
A little tardy there. No balls and a strike.
Yeah, and that's the swing of a guy hoping for a first pitch curveball right there. If he gets it, he hammers it. If not, he's about 3 feet too late.
Here we go.
Here's a late swing and a miss. Strike 2. Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Ed Drummond.
Well, Matt, Drummond is a really well-respected umpire. Pretty rare that anyone has a major beef with the way he calls a strike zone.
0-2 count. Here's the pitch. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. And another foul ball. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And the sinking fastball called strike 3, and that's out number 1. And with a quick breather here, let's give you a look at how the Tribe stacks up defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. Any thoughts, Eric?
Well, guys, their starter has a ton of strikeouts, among the league leaders. That sometimes leads to some complacency out in the field. They're going to have to stay on their toes, be ready, because they will be involved.
Mike Moustakas will dig in now. Off to a slow start, as you see there. Just barely over the 200 mark here in April.
Here we go, boys.
First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike.
100 miles an hour is hard. A high 100, impossible to get on top of.
That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
He's found a pretty nice rhythm out here early on.
And wow, tough to lay off the fastball there, but it's 1-2.
And that's a good spot for that fastball on 0-2. I mean, that couldn't have been an easy take.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Drilled down the line, but this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. 1-2, here it comes. Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. Here's the 1-2 delivery. Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. Locked in a good battle. Here comes another one. He can only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat.
Well, some guys use the fastball to get to 2 strikes and then use something else to get you out. Not this guy. He works backwards here and winds up getting them with back-to-back fastballs in the end.
Here's Alcides Escobar, the shortstop, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball one. He'll enter play here at 293. No home runs as of yet, and 7 driven in. Bases are empty here with 2 men out.
2 down now.
In for a strike, it's 1-1.
And you know, I think it's going to be important that when guys get their pitches, they take advantage. There it looked like he was taken all the way, and he may not get another pitch that catches that much of the plate.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. That's going to even up the count at 2-2. Here's the pitch on 2-2. A little bouncer. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. KC down in order. They still trail 1-0.
All right, come on now.
The inning, Cody Ashe, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Cody Ashe.
First delivery to him on the way. Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out.
Oh, we got no out.
Good hard sinker that time, and he's in control. 0-2.
Oh, and he's sure got a good one, doesn't he? That ball goes from about knee-high to ankle-high in the matter of about 5 feet.
Now a swing and a miss as he picks up another one. Make it 4 strikeouts already, and there's your first out.
He just flat blew him out of the water with this one. I mean, this is a fastball, folks. Not even close.
Stepping in now, Billy Burns, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. He'll start play with that average
we got
down
one
in
here.
the low 230s. 1 home run, 10 RBIs. The windup and the 0-1. Chop foul over towards the dugout.
Hey, just you and him. Get him yourself.
Skied into straightaway right. Moving under it, Chisenhall.
I got it. Mine,
He
mine,
hauls
mine.
it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
Batting ninth, second baseman.
Emilio Bonifacio will stand in, and he is off to a dreadful start at the plate as he has not hit the ball well in April.
Here we go right now,
Into
fellas,
the
right now.
windup and the pitch. First pitch here is a sinker
Got
that
two,
runs a
two
bit
down.
too wide. It's ball 1. 2 out, nobody on.
Yeah!
And a strike to even the count. 1-1. And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now.
You know, it's just the 3rd inning, but you can already tell. So far, he's wearing out that inside corner. He doesn't want these guys to get too extended, and it's worked out for him so far.
Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Ready to deliver the 1-2. Line to the right side, and that's in there, so perhaps some life here with 2 men out.
The center fielder, number 6.
Let's take a look at the sequence one more time. First pitch misses for a ball, then a strike there to make it 1-1. Then a swinging strike 2 puts him in the hole, bites off the 4th pitch foul. On the 5th pitch, bang, a solid single. That's a great at-bat right there.
Lorenzo Cain will stand in. He singled to
Come on
lead
now,
off the
get ahead
home
of him.
first.
It's great when he gets out there and get things
Hey, we
going
got
like he did.
two down.
Really gets the rest of the team involved.
Throw over to the bag,
Oh, he's in
and the
there.
runner will get back standing. Here comes the first pitch. Hit in the air out toward left.
I go.
Brantley is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. Royals leave 1. They're on the short end of a 1-0 score. Leading off the inning, Paulo Orlando, and they'll need him to get something going here.
And right here is an important time for them to climb back into this one. They definitely want to
Hey,
even
all right,
this
here we
one
go
up
now.
sooner rather than later.
And a high strike there, 0-1.
Boy, we're more than halfway through this game, and he's thrown a first pitch
Got
strike
no one
to
out now.
70% of the batters he's faced, so he's pitching very, very well right now.
High in the air out to center field. Under it is the center fielder.
Mine.
And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Now batting. Catcher.
Wilson Ramos stands in. He's 0 for 1 after
Hey,
grounding
we got
out.
one out here.
And that
0-1's
swung
the
on
count.
and missed for strike 1.
Here we go now.
Hard
Let's
to call
go.
that an off-speed pitch when it's a changeup at 88. That's a fastball for a lot of guys in this league.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
You kind of get the sense that he's been guessing up there on these first 2 pitches, and I think he's been wrong both times.
Tried to get him to go after one below the knees, but it's 1-2.
On 0-2, if that's a curveball, a changeup, a sinker, then maybe you get a guy to chase. But it's much easier to lay off a pitch down there when it's a straight fastball.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Yeah, he essentially tripled up there. That means he threw the same pitch 1, 2, 3 times in a row. You don't see that very often, but it's going to work out for him as he gets the strikeout.
Hey, plays it first.
In now. He went down looking at his first trip to the plate.
Well, you know, it never feels good to go down on strikes, especially
Hey,
looking.
now we got 2.
Wouldn't be surprised to see him be a little more aggressive in this at-bat.
Ready with the 0-1 pitch. To first, to his right, Robinson. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Pretty painless half of the inning, all told. We played 4 full. The Indians on top, 1-0. Mike Moustakas will stand in to start things out here in the home half of the 5th. And you get the sense, Steve, that this crowd's been pretty well taken out of the ballgame to this point.
Yeah, they pretty much had to sit on their hands all afternoon. Not a lot to get excited about so far. And I think that's a credit to that man out there on the
Hey,
mound. He's
we got
cut
nobody.
right through this lineup for the first 4 innings.
Nope, that's a
Fastball
ball.
here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. The pitch count there, 1 pitch into his 5th inning of work. Not much of a concern, I wouldn't imagine.
Yeah, it shouldn't be. He hasn't had any real overtaxed innings, so he should be
1-1.
fine for the time being.
Fastball got him to swing through it. It's 1-1.
And I've got a little Moustakas trivia for you here. When he was drafted 2nd overall in 2007, a high school
up.
teammate of his, Matt Dominguez, was selected 12th overall.
I got it.
They were only the 6th pair of high school teammates to be selected in the first round of the same draft.
Number 2, Alcides Escobar.
Into the box now, Alcides Escobar. He got on top of one and was a
Get ahead,
ground out
stay ahead.
victim last time. Hit hard up the middle and into center field as he's aboard with a 1-out single.
And this guy's had his way with him so far, so maybe this is the way to change things up. Maybe go into attack mode up there. Kind of get the sense that they've been a little too passive, so this is a nice first pitch single.
Cody Ashe is into the box. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Yep, they sent him packing last time, so maybe they have a pretty good idea of how to attack him again right here.
Rack him up now.
First pitch of the at-bat.
1 out. You got 1.
And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. No runs, 3 hits, 1 error so far for Kansas City. Now a chopper to second. This will be a tough turn. Throw gets him. 2 down.
Now batting.
So striding in, Billy Burns, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Trying to hold the lead. And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike. 0-1.
Plays at 1 here.
And he falls behind 0-2.
Hey, 2 away now.
Chop foul at the plate, and we'll do it again. Has to be thinking strikeout here. Swing and a liner. Foul. Here's the 0-2. Can't quite get around in time to keep it fair, and it remains 0-2. Here's the 0-2. Checked his swing there. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. Ball 1. Ready on 1-2. Pulls this one in the air out to left.
Take it, take it. I got it, I got it, I got it.
And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. A golden opportunity to get on the board. Here goes for naught. We're back with more on a Sunday afternoon following this. Emilio Bonifacio gets things started here in the 6th for the hometown team.
And in a pretty close game so far, they'd love to see this guy get on base so they can get a rally started to get back in this thing.
That's yanked into the stands. Strike 1.
Hey, nobody.
Oh, good spot.
Hey, give him yourself right here.
For strike 2. I'll tell you, he's been living on that corner all afternoon.
And you can tell guys at the plate, they're starting to get frustrated. He just hasn't made many mistakes at all. And when he has, they've been out of the zone.
Chopped foul right at home plate. And here's a ball hit in the air.
Ball,
Robinson
ball.
retreats to the outfield grass, and he has it for round number 1.
And this looked for a second like it might be trouble off the bat, but that's a great job by a corner infielder of ranging back to make that play.
Now some movement in the Tribe bullpen as a right-hander starts to loosen up.
Hey,
in now is Lorenzo Cain. As he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. For that man right there, you need look back only to his last start to see a performance like the one he's shown here so far.
And well on his way to another great outing. And that's what you get when you mix your speeds and throw a lot of strikes.
Grounded to short. Lindor is there. Throw just does get him at first as he was really moving that time.
Right fielder number 16, Paulo
Orlando
Come on, guys.
will stand in now. He's struck out and flied out. 0 for 2 thus far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1. No runs, 3 hits, 1 error so far for Kansas City. Lifted in the air out to right. Chisenhall has a beat on it.
Mine.
Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Royals go down 1-2-3. They're down 1-0. Wilson Ramos steps into the box as the leadoff hitter here in the bottom of the 7th.
And so far in this one, they're still getting shut out. So this leadoff at-bat could be huge if he can just get on base, because they've been held in check all game.
Right,
we got no outs.
Broadway that time. Strike one.
Well, he's really kept himself in the game here by throwing first pitch strikes to about 70% of the batters he's faced. That's kept him in the ball game and kept his team in the ball game.
That's on the inside corner to put him behind here. 0-2.
Yeah, he came with a little bit of a different look that time. This pitch is also in there knee high, and now they've got him behind in the count, 0-2.
Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Trying to strike him out for the second time. Got him.
When you're already in the hole at the plate, the last thing you want to do is keep digging, but that's what he's doing up there. That's the second time he struck out in the ball game, and it's another instance where his pitch selection is really doing him in.
Eric Hosmer is in with one away now as he swings and misses here at strike one.
Hey, one away.
You have to say they really had a good game plan for attacking the 3, 4, 5 hitters all game long.
Yeah, and I think the only thing that's better than a game plan has been the execution of that game plan. You're exactly right. They've held this lineup at bay.
Hey, come on, guys.
Miss. It's 0-2.
Boy, it's the 7th inning. It looks like he's just jumped into the ball game. A strikeout to start things, and now an 0-2 count.
Some stirring now in the Cleveland bullpen. They'll get both a left-hander and a right-hander up and throwing. Oh, and he struck him out as well, so he's carved back.
Back strikeouts again.
And to this point, at least, so much for having the 3, 4, 5 guys get the rally started.
Yeah, it's been an important inning for that man out there on the mound. He's held his ground, and he may get through the teeth of this lineup, still holding on to that lead.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. And couldn't lay off the pitch inside. It's 0-1. Another example there of a guy chasing after that first pitch and falling behind.
Yeah, and Matt, we've seen it time and time again.
2 down here.
It is something that these guys just have to be more aware of. At this point, why would you even throw them a strike on the first pitch?
Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. More to come on the show Sunday Baseball after this. Alcides Escobar will dig in 1 for 2. He grounded out the first time and followed that with a base hit in his second plate appearance. Hits the bottom of the strike zone here with the sinker. Strike one. Well, the guy you see right there has been terrific. But will they let him work these final 2 innings?
No outs here.
Well, I think the pitch count is in his favor. Everybody pays a lot of attention to that. So barring a huge spike right here in the 8th, I don't see any reason why he can't get these final 6 outs.
That nibbled the corner there, but missed. 2-1.
Well, one thing we've seen from this guy on the mound so far, when he makes bad pitches,
let's go, boys.
they typically miss out of the strike zone. They don't miss in the zone where they can be crushed.
Over at the knees, and that's the second strike.
A little conviction behind that fastball.
And that one never threatened the zone. It's gone full now to 3-2.
Oh, I think he'd be real happy with a leadoff walk. Something just to get things started against this guy.
hit hard to the right side. Kipnis has it, throws in time, and that's out number 1.
Now batting, left fielder, Cody Ashe.
Cody Ashe will dig in for the 3rd time now. He's struck out and bounced out in his first 2 trips.
Stay ahead right now.
And he just keeps rolling along as he starts another batter out with strike 1.
And you know, this is a guy that loves the ball down and in.
1 down.
It's one of the locations he really covers well, so they're going to want to mix their spots here.
In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. That's lifted the other way.
You take it, you take it.
There to pull it in is Brantley, and there are 2 gone now.
Now batting, the designated hitter,
Billy Burns will stand in now with 2 away, needing to really get something started here.
Hey, now we've got 2.
And their chances of getting back into this ball game are growing dimmer by the batter.
And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1.
And from that man's perch in the first base dugout, more of the same.
You know, I think the calls have gone both ways, but I bet you'd have a really hard time convincing him of that.
Hit in the air out to straightaway left.
That's mine. That's mine.
Brantley is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. KC down in order. They trail here 4-0. Emilio Bonifacio will be tasked now with leading things off in their half of the 9th as they'll try to do something to prevent being shut out.
And whatever they've done for the first 8 innings hasn't yielded a whole lot so far, so quite frankly, I'm not expecting too much.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Behind on that one. Now behind in the count. 0-1.
Hey, nobody out now.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
Come on now. Here we go, guys.
Sinker. 1 ball, 1 strike. Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. Very weakly on the ground. Boy, and slow out of the box that time as he's tagged out quickly.
And this doesn't even seem physically possible. I mean, how can a catcher who's in a crouch 3 feet behind the batter wind up fielding the baseball and tagging the runner all in one motion? I think he just broke the laws of physics out there.
In now is Lorenzo Cain. As he'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1.
Hey, all right, here we go now.
Swing and a miss, and he's in the hole 0-2 now.
Boy, it's one thing for a reliever to come in out of the pen and throw 100 miles an hour for 15 pitches or so. But he's right up there around the century mark now, and he's still throwing hard.
Oh, he's really got the strikeout pitch working now as he notches number 9 in the ball game.
Not only has he rung up a lot of strikeouts, but he still hasn't walked a batter to this point. So his control has been really, really spot on so far.
Paulo Orlando.
Hey, play the first.
In now
play
is
the
their
first.
last shot here with 2 away in the 9th.
Yeah, just one final hurdle here before he finishes off the shutout.
Hey, 2 outs, huh?
And boy, a high strike called there.
Ball one's the
That's
count.
not all that consistent, but it's strike one.
Yeah, and that fastball still got some life to it, even over 100 pitches.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out.
Nope.
And he
Ball
misses
one.
with it, 1-1. And that's taken for strike 2, as now they're down to their final strike here this afternoon. Late making contact on that swing, and will do it again on 1 and 2. Looking for his 10th strikeout. And here's a ball rolled foul. Still 2 strikes. Looking for the complete game. Here's the pitch. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. 1 strike from the shutout. Here it comes. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Well, we've talked about it all throughout this game. He was completely in charge, essentially, from pitch 1. And now he finishes off a masterful performance here, getting the complete game shutout.
Time for one final check of the line score as you see the key players there in this shutout victory. And guys, you can't win if you can't score, so there's probably not a whole lot of debate about who'll take home Topps Player of the Game honors in this one.
Yeah, definitely no debate as far as I'm concerned. He was really in complete control the whole way through. Only really got into trouble a few times, and he winds up with a complete game shutout.
So that'll just about do it. For Eric Harrow, Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com. The Indians win this one 4-0. So long from Kansas City.